What's going on, YouTube? We got a video today that we're going to be talking about two things. First being what's in front of you, Iraqi Dinar, and the relationship that it has to the digital currency that may or may not be coming in the future. And this all got brought on because I recently put out a bank video where I went to the bank and brought money with me, and they didn't have the cash. Told me no. Went back a couple days later, and she said absolutely. So that sparked a great video that, in my opinion, well, to my channel went viral. 42,000 views. I mean, I get like 80 views on my videos, but I consider that viral. Couldn't have been more happy, and it had almost 600 comments. Very good comments. I enjoy comments. I read every one of them. Started to reply to most of them, but it just got too much. The troll videos I deleted. There were a lot of mean people. It said a lot of mean things. Don't even need to comment on them. But because of all the new subscribers coming over to my channel, my Dinar video that I posted back in January got almost 800 views. And someone put a comment. I can't say their. I'm not going to say their name. You can go to my channel and look. I will end up reading the whole comment because it got me thinking. Everyone that has an opinion on Dinar, we can debate it all day long whether it's going to reevaluate. You know, I grabbed a bunch of facts off the internet on Dinar of, when it was formed. It was formed between October 15th, 2003 and January 15th of 2004. There's another fact is that without reevaluation, the value of the Iraqi dinar is unlikely to increase. Little things like that. I was going to talk about it, but I don't want to go into dinar. I'm going to get a lot of comments, which is fine, about people saying it's a great thing, it's going to be worth a ton of money, yada yada. I looked up a couple websites, exchange-rates.org UK, and it's $1 to 1461 dinar. Forbes also 1461. Now I did find a website. It was XE. That's 1310. And there's one guy in here, which that might be because 19 hours ago someone put not a scam, starting to reevaluate now down to 1310. Someone keeps telling me in here about there's an exchange rate where they sell it to you and that it's 1132. And I tried using that website, but they're billing you for money on that. So they want you to buy it, and you can't put just $1 and figure you got to do it in the thousands and everything. Whatever. The point is, even if it's 1100, so what? I mean, that's not great from 2003 till now. But again, we're not going to go into the details of scam, not a scam. You guys know how I feel. What I really want to talk about is the fiat part of dinar. This is no different than the US dollar, whatever it's worth. And we all know, if you can watch many YouTube videos on it right now about people and the bank runs going in, not being able to get cash, yada yada yada. So my question to you guys is, and this video I love comments. We got to comment. Anything you want to comment, I will read. I'll try to respond. What is your guys' opinion on what happens to this if they go to digital currency? Same thing, what's going to happen to the US dollar? Are we going to have to just cash it in? And, what is this going to be worth if they do go to a digital currency? I mean, I'm going to have to read this comment here because it's pretty long, so bear with me. I'm going to just start from the beginning. He starts talking about, I'm not sure if it's a man or woman, but it says, here's a little perspective. The United States claimed Saddam Hussein played a part in the 9/11 and weapons of mass destruction. Both points are not true. Excellent point. Totally agree. Hussein and Gaddafi both wanted to sell oil for gold, and the U.S. took them out to protect the petrodollar. Totally agree. 100%. I didn't know anything about the dinar until I started looking at the BRICS nations forming to back their currencies with assets, gold, silver, oil, etc. And 209 other countries wanted to join BRICS. Yes, yes, I see where we're going with this. These nations would all have to be asset backed, and all the currencies would be on a 1-to-1 par. I just looked at Kuwait, and their dinar is worth $3.26 US. What does Kuwait have that Iraq doesn't? Iraq has a lot of oil and until recently was flaring off natural gas. Now they are working to capture and sell it. Iraq has formed a government and is de-dollarizing, telling its people that the dinar will be stronger than the dollar. The petrodollar is doomed, and which is true. And here lies the rub. Let's say Iraq builds a strong economy on oil and natural gas, joins BRICS, and their dinar goes 1-to-1 partially, much less than the $3.26 of Kuwait. I decided to take cash out in dollars. What do I do with the money? Banks are going down daily, and the dollar is becoming worthless less rapidly. But this is putting the horse ahead of the cart. First, Iraq has to revalue their dinar, which I just said. Edit. U.S. Senate voted 65-20 to repeal the War Authorization Act Monday. This would end all involvement in Iraq by the U.S. Thank you, because I don't think we should be in any of those countries. Why? I don't think we should have troops in any country but the United States. Don't even want to get into that. It's another story. So, let's go back on this. Totally agree with all the first parts. What made me start thinking is that, so Iraq, let's say they join BRICS, okay, and they're going to have their dollar backed by gold, okay, that can all happen, absolutely, and the dollar is worthless, okay, that's true too, but what I'm saying is that first of all, I'm getting kind of ahead of myself. This same thing about Iraq has oil, Iraq has gold, Iraq has natural gas is the same thing that made me buy this in 2012. The same kid that sold this to me and told me to go and sold me on the fact that this is going to be worth a lot of money was saying the same thing in 2012, 11 years ago. So who cares that Iraq has, you know what though? But again, that goes on to this whole, is this stuff going to be worth anything? What I want to know is what your guys' thoughts are on what happens if the world goes to a central bank digital currency system. That's what I want to know, because my opinion is that yes, one day, I'm not going to say 5 years, 10 years, we are going to be in a digital currency society. I think that our government, the United States government, governments around the world, that's exactly what they want, because they can track every transaction. The IRS, you're not going to file your taxes at tax time, because everything you've made and everything you've bought over the whole year is going to be on a computer. They are going to hit a couple keys and say, this is how much you owe, this is how much you're getting back. That's it. You are not going to be able to hide a single thing. It's set up so that you can't cheat the system. You know, I mean, you're not going to be able to go to Goodwill and drop off some clothes and get a receipt and stuff like that. The IRS doesn't want that, because you can get a tax credit on it. That's all going to go away. So I totally agree that digital currency is coming. What I want to know is, what happens if it happens in 2 years? This is worthless. So I want to know, this is another question too, all the people that believe in dinar, that are true diehard dinar fans, and there's a lot of you, and I'm not saying anything against you guys. What are your thoughts on what's going to happen if they go to digital currency? Is this going to be just worthless? Are they going to say turn it in for what it's worth? 1,400 to 1, or 1,100, whatever it is now. That's what I want to hear in the comments. Whatever, however you feel, let me know. I really am interested in your guys' thoughts, because I'm also wondering, what's going to happen to the dollar. We talk about that all the time, and in the silver community, that the the CB, the central bank, DC, digital currency, is going to be a thing. I've got a lot of silver channels that talk about that all the time. So that's what this video is about. I'm not going to, slam this. I am going to say that the guy that said, if you believe this is a scam, why do you still have it? Well, you know what, dude? Bought it 11 years ago. It sat in the safe probably, 10 years and 364 days. It just sits in the safe. First of all, it's beautiful money. I collect fiat. I collect, bills. I have bills from the 1800s, United States. That's one. Two, it smells like what Pierce Bronson would smell like. It smells amazing. And it's still funny. Three, does anyone know what this is? This is one of Saddam's bills, isn't it? I don't think this belongs with this. I think they got rid of all this money. This came from my brother, which is part 3. This and this came from my brother. This has sentimental value because he died. All right, so that's another reason why I'm holding on to it. And 4, how would I sell it? Have one of you guys come to my house and say, "Oh, let's agree on a dollar amount"? No, it's just going to stay in my collection forever. It's part of my coin collection. It's part of my silver collection. I'm not. I don't care what it's worth. Whatever I paid for it back in 2012, like my brother said when I bought it, if you have the money if you're going to invest money, don't invest money you don't have. And that's a very, very, very important life lesson right there. And I had the money, and if I was going to lose the money, if this stuff would, catch fire and, burn up, big deal. I don't care. I'm not at a big loss, is what I'm saying. I'm not looking to cash this in. And it actually has gone up, because when I bought this, it was $300, bought you 300,000. Now I think $300 only buys you like 800,000 or something like that. So the value's definitely gone up just a little bit. But again, that was 11 years ago. I mean, come on, how long do we got to wait? Another point that I wanted to say, and I'm going off topic, is that in March of 2021, a spokesman for the Central Bank of Iraq announced the currency would remain fixed for the next 4 years. So that's kind of important. I don't know. Oh, and then another fact, I found an article that says the value of the Iraqi dinar is unlikely to change before 2026. So, again, I don't want to go into that. I would like to know what you guys think. So, again, put in the comments, and we'll see where this video goes. I'm interested to see. I want to comment back on everyone. If you put some mean troll stuff, you get deleted. That's just what it is. Don't say I'm a grown man. Why am I handling cash? I should be buying cryptocurrency. Yeah, dude, that's a good idea. Maybe I should have bought it when it was 60K and turn around the next day, have it be worth 30,000. That'd be great. Moron. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Catch you on the next one.